Hey, what is going on, everybody? Today is Friday, December 26th. We have a 9-gamer to look at today at Fanduel. Hope all you guys had a very Merry Christmas yesterday. And if you guys did play some DFS, hope you guys won some money as well. As normal, if you guys go along and like the video, we definitely do appreciate it. It definitely goes a long ways. And hit that subscribe button as well. Helps us out, helps you guys out as well. We do Fanduel, DraftKings, and sometimes Prize Picks videos. So yeah, turn on that notification on as well, so you guys know when we post videos. So we did play on Christmas for premium, and once again, it was a really good night for us. Scored a 334.8. It was we thankfully stacked the late game. These are all screenshots from our subscribers. We had Curry, Murray, Edwards, Hardaway, Butler, Sam Merrill, Randall, Watson, and we had Evan Mobley as well. So, like I said, overall it was pretty good. We took a shot with Evan Mobley, and he got it done. Another sub here won $74 off $32. So, like I said, we are definitely on a heater. Love for you guys to come join us. Only a $6 for a day pass for the main slate, and a $30 monthly pass as well for the main slate. We do have a separate package which includes Express and After Hours, which is going to be a total of 4 lineups per day, 2 for each one. And it's only $25 per month, and that's going to be for FanDuel or DraftKings. And like I said, that price is obviously going to be separate as well. So, you guys want to get in on monthly pass, let us know. And we also have our After Hours Express pass. And only today, it ends today. We do have a season pass special for $65. We still have about 4 months left of NBA, and you're going to get it for 65. Like I said, ends today, Christmas special. That's over $45 in savings, so why not check us out? Twitter will be in the comment section below. Click that link and check us out on our email. That will be down there as well for you guys. All right, enough blabbing on. Let's get into it. We have Miami Heat taking on Atlanta. Some of these games are going to go quick as normal. We have a 250 and a 3.5 here by the Atlanta Hawks. So as I said before with that Chicago game the other day with the 253, just literally plug in these guys wherever you need to in cash games. Trae Young is absolutely way underpriced at 8,400. A guy that's going to be able to put up 40, 45 points. His minutes are probably going to be back to slight normal, 32 to 34. Trae Young is way underpriced. Not too into Daniels in this one. I like Alexander Walker and GPPs. Powell at 7,100, especially without Tyler Hero. Yaquez, Wiggins, they both come into play. I mean, it's just a really good spot for a lot of these guys. Jalen Johnson is 11,000. Do you really want to spend up for him? That's up to you guys. But, taking on Miami in a 250 total, he should get a triple-double. Another guy I do want to mention is Zachary Richiche. I think he could be an okay option. He's starting to hit the three ball a little bit. And with Trae Young being back, I think that's been helping out Zachary a little bit. So another guy to look at, and keep an eye on Bam. If Bam's out, Ware definitely comes into play for obvious reasons there, and that's mostly what we got going on. And like I said, Yaquez and Wiggins will definitely help out a little bit if Bam can't go. But if Bam can go, 7,500, don't mind him in this matchup. All right, Charlotte and Orlando is the next one that we're going to go check out real quick for you guys. 230.5 and a 5.5 by the Orlando Magic. So, yeah, Orlando has been playing a little bit faster. I don't have a ton from this Charlotte side. I mean, I think a GPP's ball, 8,800 is going to be a fine play. Anthony Black is okay in cash games, but he's a little expensive. Tyus Jones, if he starts again and Suggs is out, 4,100, very good spot if he starts. If he doesn't start, not going to put him in there. Bane's worth a look at 79. I don't think a lot of people are really going to have him tonight. Ben Carroll's getting up there. I don't know if I need him tonight. I'd rather just spend up for Johnson. But guys like, Con Knuppel, Miller, the guys that are really low owned tonight that could be half decent. We do have Moses Diabate and Ryan. Ryan is going to be out in this one. Same thing with Plumlee. So one thing I do want to bring up is the Charlotte Hornets just signed PJ Hall on the 23rd or the 24th, as you see, to a two-way. May not mean a lot, but if Diabate gets in foul trouble or gets hurt, he's the only backup. And PJ Hall he's not bad. He's really not bad. I don't know how much run he's going to get, but I played him a lot in the preseason. This guy can definitely get you. I mean, if he plays 15, 16 minutes, he can get you 20, 22 fantasy points. So I don't mind playing him in maybe like 2 of my 150. but definitely a guy you want to consider. All right, Boston and Indiana in this one. I think we have like a 220 in this one. 222, 8.5. Yeah, I don't have a ton really in this one here. Going to be a slower paced game. Siakam is kind of underpriced at 8,100. But yeah, I just don't really have a ton. Pritchard could be worth a look, but for the most part, it's a low total. I don't really need to look into it too much. Toronto and Washington. I thought this total would be a little higher, but it's a 224, 7.5. So we'll see. I don't know. Washington's been playing okay recently. McCollum's still in play at 6,200. The price hasn't came up on him at all. Barnes is questionable, and Colin Murray Boyles is questionable, and Jacob Poeltl is out. So if Murray Boyles and Barnes can't give it a go, Sandro is going to be chalk city. And if Jonathan Mingo starts, I don't mind putting him in there. He's really not that good, but he might get you like 20 to 22 fantasy points. But they like putting him in there at power forward, center. He can get a couple steals, but not really an offensive guy. But I mean, if those guys are all out, then they really have to go, give him some minutes. So that's what we got going on there. Philadelphia and Chicago. We have a 241.5 by Philadelphia. So just got news that most of these guys are going to play. I think the Embiid is the only news as of this recording. That's still questionable. Edgecombe and Grimes, those guys are all probable in this one. So 240. Paul George in a good spot. If Embiid is out, I like looking at Maxey. If Embiid plays 8,600 against Vukovic, yeah, sign me up. I don't mind that. But yeah, Maxey comes in play if if Embiid is out. If Embiid plays, he's still worth a look, but probably would go to like Jalen Johnson if you're spending up like that. And yeah, VJ could be an all right play. He might get you 32, 33 coming off an illness. So don't mind a couple of those guys. Chicago side, Josh Giddey, Kobe White, they're worth a look. And Vukovic, those are probably the main guys that I would be looking at in this one. If Embiid can't go, then if Drummond starts, then he's definitely worth a look as well. Phoenix and New Orleans moving on. We have a 239.5 and a 5.5, so actually a higher total than I definitely was anticipating. So this one might be a sneaker depending on what the ownership is. We got Booker at 9K. I mean, shoot, if he's going to go get you 42 to 45 and an upside of 50, 53 with, 5-10% ownership, sign me up. I really don't mind Booker, so I need to see how that ownership is with him. Gillespie's a solid cash game play. Dylan Brooks, not bad at 6,100. Shot 10 for 15, still really high usage rate for this guy, so I don't mind looking at him. 6,100 and almost 240 total. Sign me up for that one. Trey Murphy's price came down at 76, but still worth a look. Ryan Dunn at 3,900. If he's going to go get you 23 to 25 minutes, that could be a guy to consider, but there's other good guys that I mentioned that are cheaper than him, but just wanted to give him a slight mention. And Mark Williams is GPP for me just because he's all over the place. Derek Queen, not too bad as well, but definitely sharing his minutes with Zion. So definitely a couple guys to look at in that one. All right, moving on. Milwaukee and Memphis, 228, 5.5 by Memphis Grizzlies. John Morant is questionable once again, so we have to keep a status on him. He's been out for, 4 games now? Giannis is going to be out once again as well. We'll have to see what Memphis does. I know it's a late game, so it's kind of hard to tell what they're going to do with the rotation. But one guy that I do want to give a shout out to is G.G. Jackson. He did get the start last time out on Tuesday against the Jazz. Played really well, 18, 9, and 1 and 1, 33.3. So if G.G. Jackson starts again, I mean, shoot, why not play the guy? Definitely one of the better values if he starts. Yeah, and that definitely matters if Cedric Coward's out. That's the biggest thing over there with GG. So keep an eye on Coward. But if Coward's out and GG starts, really good value played. Jackson comes into play at 7,800. I really don't mind looking at like Bobby Portis again at 61. Kevin Porter's a little expensive, but he's definitely worth it at 91. A guy that can go get you, 48 to 50 in this one at probably lower ownership. All right, moving on to Detroit and Utah Jazz. We got a 243, 9.5. So on paper should be a blowout. Not too into Cunningham. Like I said, I'd just rather go up to Johnson. But like I said, Trae Young is a little bit cheap, what 20 something 100 cheaper. So don't mind looking at him. Obviously, Jalen Durant comes into play 75. Um, Azor Thompson's okay at 6,100. And that's kind of what I got going on. Duncan Robertson could be worth a look if you're going that way. So um, I don't think Mikhailu's going to do anything, but if you think of it that way, he's a could be a revenge game for Mikhailu since he started out his career in Detroit. So there's that for you. And I don't think we missed any games besides this one. All right, LA Clippers and Portland's our last one we're going to look at here. 226, 2.5 here by the Clippers. It was, like I said, these spreads are definitely changing here on me. Um, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. But one guy I definitely want to look at, James Harden, 9,300. For some reason, he's always popular on these slates, even though it's a cash game play for me. But definitely want to give a shout out to Harden, so don't mind looking at him. Um, I'm not sure if Caleb Love started last time. Let me see. Had a second quarter after. Okay, entering the game. So it looks like with Grant being out, I mean, Caleb Love got really good minutes, so maybe you can take a shot with him, but I don't know if he's going to get his minutes again. But if he does, he has a half decent usage rate. Kawhi's all right, 92. Denny Avila, I get it. Leonard's going to be on it for the most part, but I really don't mind this matchup for Denny Avila here. Um, I think he could get close to a triple double. I really think he could, especially with the rebounds here. Let's see what else we got going on. Collins, 6,300. I really don't mind him. Usually no one plays him, but I've been playing him recently and he's been popping off, especially without Zubac. So Collins comes into play. Kamara as well at only 5,800, and Brook Lopez will probably be chalky at 41 if he starts again, which he should. Um, solid little play down there. So that's kind of what we got going on, guys. A really good slate of games. I'm really looking forward to this one. Like I said, we have been on a heater for the most part, as you guys have been seeing. Come join us for Fanduel or DraftKings. We have a $6 day pass for our main slate, $30 monthly pass for the main slate in a separate package. We have After Hours and Express combo, 4 lineups per day for that for only $25 per month. Like I said, separate from the main slate. We'd love for you guys to come join us for either one. Like I said, these are all screenshots from our subscribers. And, they're definitely making back their season pass or their monthly pass. And speaking of the season pass, like I said, it ends today. $65. That's it for the rest of the season. 4.5 months. Absolute steal. It's $30 a month if you guys don't do the $65 one. So check us out for the $65, and that's going to be per site as well. So Twitter will be in the comment section below. Click that link. It'll take you right to us. Give us follow messages. We'll get you guys all set up on today's slate. Don't miss out on all of our specials. And if you have any questions, let us know as well. And as normal, we have our email down there. If you guys do not have Twitter, message us through our email, and we'll get you guys set up, and we will send you guys lineups through your email. So no worries about having to sign up for Twitter or anything like that. All right. Once again, I appreciate it. Thank you for watching, everybody. And we will see you guys here in the next one.